Hi everyone, this is Kelly Giese. I am with Kellyanne Crafts. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in McKinney, Texas. And this is the beginning of my July card class. The first thing we're going to make is not cards at all though. We are going to be using paper from the Celebration Sips, which happens to be, it's called Celebratory Sips, sorry about that. This happens to be an online suite. Great stuff in here, from florals to beverages. There's so much we can do with this paper. And so we're going to start off by making this cute little notepad. What's really fun about this is it really doesn't take very much paper. And in the notes that you will get from me in the written tutorial, if you signed up for my class, I tell you where to get some of the items that are in here. So this has a Velcro dot on it right here to open up to reveal a little mini notepad. This is just perfect for going in a purse or just a little thank you quick gift, a hostess gift. And this item is 3 inches by 5 inches, and it's not very big, so it really can fit it. It's pretty small. So let's get started with this. If you signed up for the class, you will have received a packet, and it probably came in a zippy bag. And the reason for it is just to get all the parts to you, including some non-Stampin' Up! Items such as our little mini notepad, which I got from Amazon. I have a whole roll of these Velcro dots. These are, I believe they're 5/8 inch. Yep, they're 5/8 inch Velcro dots, and we're just going to put that up there. I'm going to put the bag over to one side. You should have a piece of paper that is 7 3/4 by 5 inches, and it's going to be scored, just so you know, at 1.5, 1.5, 1 3/4, and then again at 4 3/4 and 5. Okay, so the hardest part about this is probably folding it. So let's just get to that. We're going to come in, and I would have pre-scored this for you. So I'm just going to burnish them. Now it's only about 1/4 of an inch in here. So you want to just push it over, guide it with your fingers, burnish it really well. And then the same with the other side. Okay, now this is a thick black and that I'm using, but any black cardstock will do. So mine's just a little bit tougher to move just because of that. Okay, you also in your packet are going to have 2 pieces of designer series paper, a hole punch, 2 hole punches, one in white and one in black, and then you'll have a piece that is 5 by 3/4 of an inch. You can make this up to 1.25 inches, but when I was cutting everything, this was the leftover from the 8.5, so I thought, why not use it? And it's got a fold at 1 inch and again at 4 inch, or 1 inch and 1 inch from each edge. So let's get putting this together. It goes together really quick. We're first going to put on our designer series paper, and I'm going to use my seal. I had to think a second here. So we'll use our seal, and I do my little Z fold or Z thing here, or an I thing if it's really thin. Okay, and this is going to go on the outer flap like this. Now actually I have this upside down, and you'll see in a minute why I mean it's upside down. Okay, and I put it on upside down. Boy, I knew it was upside down. Let me go, and you guys always get to see me take off something I put down wrong. The good news about that is you can see that if you do it fairly soon after you lay it down and you don't press too hard, you can just add more seal to it and it'll stick the right way. So here's what I want to make sure we're doing so I do it correct this time. So the small flap is on this side. So you want, if it's a directional paper, to go this way. I had it upside down. So let me get this on here correct. Okay, that's that side. So when I close it, that's going in a vertical direction the correct way. And then this one's going to go on here, right here. So let's just put that on. I told you this is really, really fun. I've done it with foiled papers. I tend to use a black background because then you can use anything with it. It's not going to be um, hard to match to. You can use white. I just stay neutral, so whatever paper I'm embellishing with. This wasn't on very straight. I didn't like it, so I'm moving it. There we go. Much better. Okay, so this goes like this. That looks really nice together. Okay, and what we're going to do next is we're going to put our notebook in. So this little slit is going to go on the back, and you're going to bring it up to the top of it and fold it over. Okay, like this, and just make it so it fits. And here is where I'm going to tell you to use liquid glue. This is so you have time to move this once we get it inside our little folder here. So what I do is, this is exactly 5 inches, and you want this to be right up to the top, right up here, and then I take one side and fold it over, the other side and fold it over, and make it straight because I've got time to straighten it. And I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. Now you can replace these. The way we've done this, the glue is just on that one strip, so you're more than welcome to change them out. These little pads only have about 30 sheets of paper in them, but they're enough if you had to write a quick note, you know, oh, I like that, or this is a website I want to go to. So that is 90% of what we are doing for this card. So let me get out some Berry Burst. Let me get out some stamps. I'm using the Notes and Totes stamps and Just a Note. This could say, Newsflash, you're fabulous. It could be anything that's on here, but we are going to use Just a Note because it goes good with a little notebook. And I will put that on a block here. Okay. This goes really fast. It really does. And just center this as best you can on your little circle. Now the circles that I punched, I believe, did I put down my circle punches? I did. It's 1 3/4 inch circle punch and a 2-inch circle punch. These are online, so if you don't have them, or if you have dies that are approximately the same age, you know, size. Now, one thing I am going to say, I used a circle, but you could use a rectangle, you could use a square, anything that's kind of a button look to it, that's going to be fine. Okay, so I kind of do like a big X on this, and it, I don't have to worry about it being straight, just want to make sure it's equal at this point. That's looking really good. And now I'm going to adhere this to my flap. And I only want to put adhesive on the one side that is going to be on this little flap. So I'm going to come here and just kind of look at it. Now you can use glue. I'm going to use glue real quick because it's fast for me. And I like glue, and it gives me time to just move it around a little bit. So I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to go right here. I think that looks pretty good. So that pretty even all the way around. I want it just a little bit more that way. I just squished it a little bit. There we go. And you want to make sure you have no glue or adhesive on this side. Okay, now comes the fun part, and then we're done with this. This is really the easiest little thing you're ever going to make. So take off one side of your plastic for your glue dot, and I'm just going to press this down here. And I'm going to press it down really, 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 really good. Okay. And then I'm going to peel it off. Now, sometimes it wants to come up, so this is where having fingernails or a pokey tool or a take your pick tool is kind of nice. And this side is sticky, so now we want to get this so it's even on top, even on the bottom, and then press, 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 press down, press, 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 press down, pull it up. Now your Velcro's on there. I just come behind and press it. Don't use a bone folder on the black. It will show where that is. So just come in and just rub it in good. Now on this side, I can do a little bit more. Just adhere it. Make sure it's really good and adhered. And that is our little notebook. Isn't that cute? And so simple. Now, if you're doing a craft fair or you can embellish these a number of ways, but they're great little gifts. And I just thought it would be fun to do a gift for a change. So thank you for joining me. I will see you with our next card coming up. And if I don't see you then, please like and share my videos. The more people watching them, the more I can do. So I appreciate you all. Have a great day. God bless.